The Lancaster villa buzzed with laughter and opulent chatter. Crystal chandeliers glittered, their light dancing on the polished marble floors. It was a night for celebration, a grand birthday gala for the youngest Lancaster daughter. Yet in this whirlwind of extravagance, Derek felt utterly invisible. Derek, a young man with kind eyes and a hesitant smile, stood awkwardly by the grand staircase. His worn-out shoes felt out of place against the plush carpet. He cleared his throat, gathering the courage to approach his father-in-law, a man whose icy gaze could freeze the sun.
Derek, always with your sob stories. This is a night for joy, not your family's misfortunes.
Mr. Lancaster, Derek began, his voice a mere tremor in the celebratory din. I wanted to ask about the loan I requested for my mother's surgery. It's urgent. His words were cut short by a dismissive wave and a cold laugh. Mr. Lancaster turned away, rejoining the throng of well-wishers, leaving Derek drowning in shame and despair. Derek fled the suffocating opulence of the villa, the jeering laughter echoing in his ears. His heart ached with a familiar pain, the sting of being the outcast, the one constantly reminded of his family's fall from grace. He hailed a taxi, tears stinging his eyes. St. Jude's Hospital, he choked out, clutching the worn photograph in his hand. A picture of his mother, her smile as bright as the hope slowly draining from his soul. He had nothing left but a desperate prayer, and a mother clinging to life. The sterile white walls of the hospital provided a stark contrast to the vibrant celebration he'd left behind. His mother, frail and pale, lay asleep, her breaths shallow. As he sat beside her, a deep, unfamiliar voice startled him.
"You must be Derek," the man said, his eyes twinkling with an ancient wisdom. "I've been waiting for you."
Derek's mind raced with questions. Who was this man, and how did he know his name?
The stranger, introducing himself as Elias, spoke of ancient bloodlines, of hidden legacies, and of a destiny far greater than Derek could have ever imagined.
Elias produced a worn, leather-bound book, its pages filled with faded script and intricate illustrations. He pointed to a portrait of a young woman, her eyes mirroring Derek's own.
"Your ancestor," Elias explained, "a queen of unparalleled strength and courage."
She had been betrayed, stripped of her rightful place, her lineage forced into hiding.
"For generations," Elias continued, his voice low and urgent, "your family has protected this secret, awaiting the heir who would rise again."
Derek listened, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs. This couldn't be real. Could he, a simple young man burdened by debt and scorn, truly be descended from royalty? The weight of the revelation settled upon Derek's shoulders, heavier than any burden he'd ever known. The whispers of his ancestors echoed in his ears, their tales of courage and resilience fueling a fire within him. He looked at the photograph of his mother, her strength etched in every line of her weary face. He thought of the Lancasters, their opulent world built on lies and deceit. He remembered their scorn, their dismissive laughter, and the sting of their betrayal. For years he had accepted his place as an outcast, but the truth had a way of shattering even the most deeply ingrained beliefs. Elias placed a hand on Derek's shoulder, his gaze steady.
"The choice is yours, young one. You can embrace your birthright, reclaim what was stolen, or you can turn away. But remember," Elias warned, "destiny has a way of finding its course."
Derek closed his eyes, his mother's image burned into his mind. He could almost hear her voice, urging him to be strong, to fight for what was right. The fire within him roared to life.